Our mission here is basically what we did last year about the same time. Most all of us left our very busy schedules in Lagos to be a blessing to children who have who really don't have anybody looking out for them apart from the officials of the institutions where they found themselves. Those are like their parents.
It's a time of the year again when we remember, you know, those people who need a touch from us, a touch from people who are not as less privileged as they are. Show them that people care, people love in a time like this, in a season of love and appreciation.
To have people who are not related to them come talk to them, spend some time with them, and buy them gifts for Christmas or some of the basic amenities that they need. The joy they will get from that experience is what makes us keep coming back. We want to share some time with these kids at the Motherless Babies Homes and at the BORSTAL Delinquent Training Institute. We want to be a blessing to them. Gonna ride right away.
I know you got my back, I know, don't worry. I'm gonna ride right away. Gonna ride on, gonna ride on, gonna ride on, gonna ride on, gonna ride away.
Welcome to BORSTAL. Who's the president?
Good morning. Welcome to BORSTAL. We didn't see all of you.
You're welcome.
We are coppers posted here. I just see all of you are coppers.
Yes, sir.
I want to once again welcome the Eagle Riders Motorcycle Club to BORSTAL Training Institution, Gamo, Ilorin, and to thank God for joining us. You are all welcome to BORSTAL.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
As you all know, BORSTAL institution is a correctional facility where young offenders who are in conflict with the law are being kept in safe custody, trained, and then reformed. We train them both in academics and skills acquisition. We have workshops, we have classrooms, and then we run, when you talk about the academics, we run programs just like in other conventional schools or colleges. I may interest you that we have turned out to a grade of about 5 graduates from this BORSTAL institution. Oh yes, in their different fields of interest. So all this is to ginger them, make them feel loved and belonged, so that they can now change fast. So by the time you are talking to them, they will listen. But in a hostile environment, nothing seems to work. In fact, they become very hostile.
I want to say a big thank you to you and to the gentlemen and ladies that work with you to receive us. The work that you're doing in these people's lives is priceless to us, and that's why we're here again. We work very hard at making sure that the resources that we have, in spite of the needs that we have, we use a significant part of our earnings to support institutions like yourself and to support the vision and the dream of what you're doing. And we're praying to God that what we even want to do should get beyond that, to affect the lives of the young men and people that you work with here. So thank you very much once again for receiving us, and we look forward to working with you longer than now in transforming the lives of these young men. Thank you very much.
Today was particularly touching because we listened to their story. We listened to the new controller of the BORSTAL home, and then we listened to some of the students in the BORSTAL home. The 3 students we listened to, I noticed a pattern in their backgrounds. The 3 of them are from reasonably wealthy homes. One from a very rich background actually, another one from a very nice home, probably wealthy parents. The third one, even though not particularly educated, from also a wealthy home. Because he mentioned about his father having many properties in Lagos and stuff like that.
My name is Oguntade Michael, and I'm from Lagos. I'm from a family of 5, 2 brothers and 2 sisters, in which I'm the last born of my family. My father loves me so much, but my truant attitude makes him nervous about me. He tries all he can to make me change, to make me have a positive life, but all was to no avail.
These are kids, troubled children, but from very wealthy homes with serious issues. The one that touched me the most was Michael, who said he had started running away from home from the age of 10. At age 10, he disappeared from home for 6 months. And then as he got older, it got worse. Sometimes he would disappear from home for 2 years. And the last time he disappeared from home for 3 years.
He tried all he could. Then one day, he brought me down here. When I got here, I still continued in my behavior. I fight. I do all sorts of things that men does. But one day, when the principal came, in person of Miss Pamela J. Young, she told me about Christ. Though I knew about Christ before, I believed in him. But the satanic attitude in me still continued. But she gave me a Bible. She gave me new sets of uniforms. And she preached the gospel to me. She gave me some psalms to continue reading in my closet at my leisure times, in which I always do very early in the morning before everyone wakes up and before I take my breakfast. And since then, I've seen a great turnaround in my life. Stealing has been no part of my behavior anymore. Fighting has been no part of me. And in short, in this small time of 6 months, in which the new controller has been assigned to this new environment, I've made the health, I'm the library prefect, and I'm the house captain of my dormitory.
Is one of those that is unbelievably smart. He is brilliant, and I think it leads to a lot of, he has a bit of an arrogance about him because he knows he is smarter than most of the people he is hanging around with. Hopefully, if he can channel his energy into graduating from school and get something that will really peg his brain down and let him look beyond himself only and outside there, he would settle into a program. And I see his future is very bright. He might not realize it, but we that know that he has the potential, and I'm sure he will fulfill it with time.
I thought about it, and it wasn't like he was being punished. It wasn't like his parents were abusive. And then the other one from the north, from Kano, was from a very, very wealthy background. And his challenge what took him to the BORSTAL home was substance abuse, drugs.
I'm Ahmed Tijani Mohammed from the family of Alasawa, a well-recognized family in Kano State. I abuse hard drugs. That's just the major problem why I was brought here. I'm not a wayward, rather nothing. It's just that substance that I abuse.
It's easy to pick up bad habits. Very easy. I think that's probably one of the world's easiest things to do. To drop a bad habit, that takes a lot of willpower, you know. And I think they are getting the right kind of counseling.
Your presence here will be serving as role models to these youths. And like me, I will tell them, look, these are youths like you. They're not really coming here to rot away. You know? We don't want them to metamorphose into criminals. That's why we now have to arrest them in their youthful stage. They are not convicted, they are committed.
I thank God for my life. All those while that I've been in taking drugs, they do talk to me then, but they never knew that I'm taking it.
It was quite interesting when each of the boys came out and said something about their lives, about the opportunities they missed that was actually given to them, but that they missed.
My name is Mashood Issa Badure Ishola. I'm from Lagos State. I started my life from Glory Land Primary School. From there, I started doing bad gangs with my colleagues. When I'm at Lagos, when we went to the show, I used to start to be drinking, smoking, alcohol, playing gambling, all these bad things when I'm in Lagos. After those things, when I enter secondary school, they call the school Government Senior High School. That time I still have father and mother. They said I should continue my studies. I continue my studies. I'm a commercial student. When I'm SS1 to SS2, when I reach SS2, and after that I won't go to school again. And my father and my mother, they have money. When they have money, they will say I should go to the school. They will beg me that go to secondary school, go to school. I will say no, They say that they take me to one private school. They call the school Ilorin Foundation School. When they brought me to the Ilorin Foundation School, they pay money for WAEC, pay money for NECO, pay for money for many things. I didn't go to the school to go and attend that. I want to write the exam. I didn't write the exam. After that time, I used past 4 months. After such a time, my mother now died, and my father now died. After he died in 2012, so 2013. After that time, I didn't realize my mistake. I'm still continuing with my bad gang, continue with gambling, continue with such a thing. Go to club in my street. If they see me, some mother will be now to be pursuing their sons along with me. Say, don't follow me, don't follow me, don't follow me.
At one stage, I almost shed a tear when I heard one of the boys testifying about the things he used to do, the potentials to harm others, you know, that the BORSTAL institution has taken away from him.
And I have one friend, they call him Niseski. The guy normally used to do a tattoo. We play gamble together. If we play gamble together, finish. If we shop our money, finish. We say that, let's go and smoke. After we come out from jungle, we carry it, drawing materials, paint it on my body, and me to help him. He teach me how to do many and how to do many things.
It was such an emotional time for me when I saw young people who possibly had the same opportunities that I had, but didn't take it. Rather chose to give, you know, expression to a vice.
The day that I want to leave Lagos, my mother called me. He started praying for me. I didn't know what he's praying for. He started crying, say, I'm going. I didn't know where I'm going to.
I really appreciate my dad, because my dad really used an iron hand to make sure that he gave us a decent education and moral backbone for the things that we do.
The day that I'm coming here, I'm not a normal person. I have drink and I have smoke. I have forget all my senses, but I know that I'm going to somewhere. That day, as I now went to this place, I didn't know that this is BORSTAL. When I entered this BORSTAL, they brought me here to come and reform, to come and do many things. 3 weeks later, they now called me that my mother has died because of me.
Each time, it seems every visit is an improvement on the other.
If I was opportune in those times, she just put a camera on me. And now she just seeing those stupid things I'm doing then. They are stupid things. Wasting my resources, wasting my money, going and get nonsense, be thinking how to get high. It's nonsense. Things that are supposed to, please, I'm still begging them, those out there, that they have no opportunity to be here. Because I believe many are still coming here. This is a barrack. Barrack remain barrack. Soldier go, soldier come. There's a reformation center, this place here. And I thank God for our lives here. Most people you are seeing here, they told you how they came. If you look at even me when I came, I was not like this. Not talk of my colleagues here. If you see him when he came, you think this young man here can even eat human being raw. That is the truth. But look at him now.
When you come to visit such people, you get to hear other people's experiences. Some of them make all the things that you worry about on a regular basis seem like child's play, you know.
We thank God for being here. So please, those ones out there, they should stop drugs.
I mean, telling all the young children out there who are stubborn that they should listen to their parents, because no matter how wise you are in life, you can never be wiser than those who are older than you.
This father that is here, that is our CEO, is a father to us. Even though what our mother and our father can do to us, they can lead to us. Even when you do something that can lead us to kill, he won't kill you. He will call you and talk to you and say, this is life, this is what is going on, this is what is supposed to be done. And Yoruba mother normally used to say that, when I'm here, I normally used to pray. But when I'm outside there, I didn't used to pray at all. When I used to take my song, I will know that there is prayer somewhere.
There's an adage in life that says, if you cannot beat them, you have to join them. This is a place where you have to join them because you cannot beat them here.
They suddenly will realize, they are more than this. They are bigger than this. They have more to offer than the place they are now.
I know that many of our father and our mother, they are preparing that they want to carry them come to this place. I pray to Almighty God, as it be easy for me that they brought me here, it will be easy for them to bring them here too. Because if they doesn't bring them here, their life will not be better. But if they brought them here, it will be better for them. I pray to Almighty Allah, God will provide for all of us. God will provide for all that we want. Thank you, sir. That's all.
It's a form of therapy that would definitely benefit them.
The woman, in one of her sentences in the letter of appreciation she gave us, was talking about us being mentors to these kids. That's all we want. We want to be positive influences in their lives.
I know a lot of people who ride bikes and they feel like that, that's the best thing they have to offer humanity. But I guess when you attach a purpose to something, it really makes it much more laudable, much more impactful.
On behalf of the Eagles Motorcycle Club, please manage this little that we have brought. And like we mentioned, by the grace of God, in the next 14 days, we're going to send 250,000 naira towards the electricity bills.
Thank you.
And as time goes on, we'll also make some mattresses are coming in, some furniture will come in, tables and chairs for the classrooms, and eventually beds also for the rooms. Okay. We'll eventually do that as a lot. So please manage this with us and see this as a gesture from us to you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Controller General of Prisons, officers and men of the Nigerian Prison Service and the BORSTAL institution, I want to say a very big thank you for your benevolence and to assure you that it's appreciated. And for this to go down to the end users, who are my students, and for the movers, we shall beautify the place because cleanliness is next to godliness, and God is beautiful. So thank you very much.
Paid visit to the motherless home, and there went there to give them our little token, as we normally do.
And I can remember my president making a commitment that that visit was not going to be our last visit, that was going to be an ongoing thing. So we basically accepted this home as part of our ongoing social responsibility, as part of the corporate social responsibility activities that we as Eagles Motorcycle Club do. I know they were also here in December.
We usually schedule about 3 visits a year to this place. And yeah, I'm already looking forward to another time when I can come here again and experience the joy of it all.
So we're back here again to sort of bring our token to foster the celebratory mood in the spirit of the Yuletide season for the children, for the kids.
You heard the stories from one of the administrators of how kids, they pick up kids from sometimes people who have mental illnesses and who give birth to kids, and then some are abandoned, some are from disputed homes, they don't know who the parents are and stuff like that. It's really troubling when you hear these things. But the least we can do is what we're doing right now. The least we can do.
The abandoned one.
Yeah.
Out of them, we have some that he or she is physically and mentally okay, while some is not physically and mentally okay. At least if you get somebody that is deaf and dumb, no, but if you don't understand the sign, you cannot cope with them, and there's nobody we like to adopt such today. So at least we are having some at the school for their handicap. So when they are not they are coming back to this place. So when they resume, they go back again.
It was a good one because when we got there, the children who we used to know, they've all been adopted, except for some few. And that is what we all pray for, so that the children can have a place to call home and stay instead of being remanded in a motherless home.
Sometimes you may be here, you may get many children, and sometimes you may be here, you may not have many. At least as we are now, at least we are still having 17 children.
17?
Yes, 17. There's some are in boarding school, but we are having some that in fact were unadopted.
Children born to people who are incapable of taking care of them for mental reasons and so on and so forth. So it's always a touching thing.
I think the parents abandoned because of the hand.
Yeah.
And they abandoned her because of okay, physical hand is not.
The hand didn't develop. Didn't fully develop.
I think that's this one. Yes, I think that's how
the bone didn't develop.
But like I said at the beginning, it also fills you with a sense of joy when you're able to contribute to any of these kind of causes. Makes you feel good that you're able to touch a life or two.
The second time you came here, I told you that the fan that you brought is still the one that you are still using. That is the fan. And again, you repeated your visit to us. That on time, you see now, this is what you brought by them. This, and you decorate that Christmas tree. That is the Christmas tree still there. So we appreciate you for coming to make our children to be happy.
As Yorubas will say, Foju to Roju, for the grace to see one another again. None of us is permanently injured. We've not lost anyone. Thank you for the job you're doing. This is no easy task. I only pray that God will reward you eternally. And this is one of the reasons why we find it in our hearts to consistently, continually do things like this. Take this as a token of love for the kids. Thank you very much, sir. And I also make one promise that for each visit, we'll try and get better. Because we're also trying to do it differently. We were at the BORSTAL home too earlier today. And we made the same commitment of doing things differently. For the kids, for posterity's sake. So that something good might still come out of these children. And whilst they're still here, we contribute our quota to making their life a little bit more exciting.
After hearing what the orphanage said to us today, this evening, I just told myself, wow, if it's only for this reason that I ride a bike, I will choose to ride a bike till I'm old.
The Eagles Motorcycle Club members want to be present in the lives of these people to the best of our ability.
At this point, I'd like to wish you a fantastic celebratory season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much, sir.
As people are going up and down, no evil shall befall you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And you will not have any accident in Jesus' name. Your going and coming, God will protecting you. You are very good.
I think for me, EMC has not gone beyond just jumping on a bike and riding it. EMC has gone beyond, do you ride a Gixxer, do you ride a Guzzi, do you ride a GX Tourer, do you ride a Yamaha, Kawasaki? But it has turned to a bond of friendship, a bond of purposeful relationships. And I mean, EMC rocks any day, any time, any season.
It has been a pleasure being on this trip. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
It would be wrong for us to call any one of the guys friends. They're no longer friends. There's something deeper now. I think we're brethren, we're brothers, we're a family. And we're hoping to, by the unison of these professionals who choose to ride and express themselves through super bikes, I think we're family now. Yesterday's ride was one of the longest I've ever done, because the shortest distances we had to cover, we had to do like 3 times, 4 times that distance to try and get here on time. But then, it was worth it.
Tomorrow now we take off back to Lagos. I believe we're going to use the same route we came by.
I tell you what, getting ready for tomorrow. I'm Another 4, 5, 6, 7 hours on the road. Woo! We're rolling again back to Lagos. It's the way it has to be. Beautiful.
We should leave here about 7. Hope to get to Lagos maybe somewhere about 4-ish, 4, 5. And then the week starts again.
As they say now, it doesn't stop here. As long as there's life, there's hope. Even if this is the last ride we do together to any of these institutions, they will never forget us. And these children, up until the day that they grow up and are productive adults in the society, both children in the orphanage and the BORSTAL institution.
I've always cherished the experience, and I hope that we'll be part of this again in another 2 or 3 months from now.
When you desire something, especially when that thing is not selfish, when you desire something that has to do with improving the life of another person, you just find out that there's strength to do it. Such a token, but born out of dedication, a desire to just want to improve on the life of another person. It's wonderful.
We pray for God's strength, give us more grace so that we can touch more lives.
I mean, big ups to the EMC, man. I appreciate people like my brother, Mr. Toyin, Adebola, Turba, crew, the Anthill production crew, which of course have got our back all this while with very, very good production and all. And then of course there's Mark Akdogan, with whom we did the first ride. Nice to have him ride with us again. And there's Tai and Muti, the 2 elves of Mordor that I call them. They're wonderful people.
We want to influence their lives, and we want them to associate motorcycles with positive things, with life transformation. Yeah, we want these children and these young people to grow up associating motorcycles to people who are doing well and who are responsible, and to responsibility. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do.